Welcome back, welcome back. If this is your first time finding my channel, the name of my channel is in the intro. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You call me Unc for short. Why? Because I'm old as hell and I'm somebody's uncle. And I'm that uncle that tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Rest in peace, Pops. Miss you every day, sir. Anywho, today I'm reacting to everyone's favorite divorcee, Tia Mowry. Wow, she just cannot keep her ex-husband's name out her mouth. So much so, she is making a reality TV show about how her life is going after the divorce. Seems like she can't get over it. Meanwhile, Corey barely says anything about this young lady. But anyway, I'm not going to keep yapping. Let's get into the content. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to all my new subs. In the month of September, I added 181 new subs. Thank every last one of you. Because in the month of August, I only added 44. And in the month of July, I only added 33. So 181 is phenomenal for me. And that folks are thinking, I know some folks think that's not a lot, but hey, I appreciate everybody that pulls up with me. All my day ones and all my new ones. Thank y'all for tuning in from the bottom of my heart. Now, with that said, let's get into the content.
So it's been about a year and a half since I got a divorce.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Me! That's who!
And I am slowly learning who I am. I came into this world with a twin.
Open your mind.
And right after that, I went into a 22-year relationship. So I have never been alone in my life. It has been quite a journey. So I have two incredible children. I will start with the oldest, Cree Taylor Hardrick. He is now 13 years old. He didn't feel comfortable being on camera. And as a mom, I just want to respect that.
In other words, Cree is a lot like his daddy and don't want to be on social media or on camera as far as exposing personal things about his family.
But wait! There's more!
There's plenty of Instagram posts that her son is the one questioning, why are you doing this? Why are you wearing that? So I'm sure he didn't want to be involved in something that talks about one of the most traumatic events in his life, the dissolution and breakup of his family.
I know, right?
I'm sure Cree didn't want any parts of that. Let's continue.
And then I have a beautiful daughter, Cairo Tiana Hardrick, who is 5 years old. She gives me so much joy. One of the challenging things about going through a divorce with a child is there are times when I do hide my pain. I will put a smile on my face even though I am frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm just not feeling great. I feel like one of the hardest things that I've had to adapt to is dropping my kids off at their dad's house. I've always wanted the family dynamic of having a mom and a dad in one household.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
My marriage was a success. Yeah. I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, how I'm looking at it now.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
And when you're dropping your kids off, you actually visually see how that is no longer.
Now I'm gonna try not to be over emotional and snap at this point, but she is the one that broke up her marriage. She left him.
Let him cook.
I'm gonna let him.
Because of how she felt. She didn't care about her her daughter's feelings, her son's feelings, or her husband's feelings. She did not care about that family unit enough to stay together.
Damn right.
But it's so hard. Oh my God, it's so hard.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy, yummy, you guys.
Anyway, I had to interject right there. Let's continue.
Being alone has been the most challenging part of my divorce. It's times like this when I feel and wish that my sister and I were still close and I could, pick up the phone and call her. But that's just not where we are right now.
I wonder why.
I want to go out. Okay, Tia, define your term going out. Like maybe go out to go dancing. Okay. So I have someone watching Cree, and we can just. Something. What? What? I'm just gonna tell you, I don't think I can party with you because. No, Tia, I'm just being honest. I don't think I can party with you. Are you serious? Yeah, because in my mind, you know how we used to be like, Mom, you're a mom now, and that's how I see it,
Brother,
That sucks, Tamara. No, I know. Moms, just because people are moms doesn't mean that their lives are over. I didn't say that. They can still go out and have fun. You know what? Moms have the best fun. I know it's not right. I'm just saying mentally something happens. I'm like, you're a mom.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down right here. A couple different points. Okay. First off, unlike Tia, Tamara is still married. She still has a husband. She is not single. She cannot go out and kick it like she's single because she cares about her husband and her kids. Secondly, and Tamara made this point, Tamara feels like a mom. Tamara has matured, right? So that means when she makes decisions and thinks about things, she doesn't just think about, do I feel like doing this or do I want to do this? She thinks, I wonder how my kids would feel if I did this. Or I wonder how my husband would feel if I did this. I wonder how my family. She thinks about someone other than herself first, right? And plus, she kind of knows her sister. She knows what type of fun Tia's talking about.
Oh, he's cute.
Can I get your number?
Do you think you'd have time Friday night to go on a date?
And not.
So, with that in mind, Tamara, knowing her twin sisters, she's like, nah, I can't. We sorry, can't do it, can't kick it. In other words, sorry, I'm still happily married. I'm happy with my husband. My husband's happy. My family's happy. Nah, I can't go out there and participate in all that single girl activity you finna be doing.
Oh, he's cute.
Nah. Plus, even if she did, Tia got a camera on her all the time. You know what I mean? She the type to put she put it on Instagram, and now her husband was like, why was you at the strip club with the dude with the slapping you across the face with the tea bag? You know what I'm saying?
How about no?
So nah, Tamara's thinking about her family and her husband, and she's a mom. All that old stuff is behind her. Now I'm pretty sure Tamara would say if it was like a birthday party or something, or she wanted to turn up for a family member, she'd turn up. But she ain't finna go to a strip club or go to a place that's gonna compromise her family. And I can respect that. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion that's just my opinion.
That boy is good.
Parenting you being very involved, and obviously their mother being very involved, the co-parenting side of it and trying to make sure that you both are still in the same lane of raising your children to the best of your ability. How has it been adapting to that and continuing to do such a good job as y'all are?
Everything is about the kids.
you know, their well-being, their future, and just co-parenting, you know what I'm saying? And keeping it still a family and keeping it love-based. You know, still keeping God first at the center of everything and just walking with love, man. That's all it's about.
That's facts, man.
You know, I wish her the best with everything, and that's unconditional for me. You know, I love unconditional. I can't get caught up in what's going on out there, what people are saying. I just know where my heart is at, and I have to continue to move that way because I want all my blessings for me, you know, and if I succeed, she succeeds, our kids succeed, you know? So I have no room for failure or no room for no, you know, mistakes right now in my life. I keep my head focused on, you know, the mission I'm on. I have children that I want them to look at daddy, you know, as a positive influence for people in the generation behind me. And I got, you know, I got babies, man. So that's how I represent my life. You know, everything is for my kids on how I move in public eye, what I say, you know, what I don't say. I look at them first.
Damn right!
And see, that's why I keep making videos about Tia and Corey, because often black men are portrayed as monsters that don't care about their kids and aren't family man, and we're portrayed like we're just monsters. When I compare everything that's in the media that Tia puts out and everything in the media that Corey puts out, he comes out as a better person. And if you agree with me, put it down in the comments. He has not said one negative word about that woman. Every time he speaks about it, even though she broke up their family, he still says it's nothing but love. I wish her nothing but the best. And you just saw he says, I don't even want to say nothing if it'll hurt my kids. He just basically, that's what he said. I'm paraphrasing him. That's what I got out of it. He could go out here on a tirade and talk bad about his wife, but he knows the words he says will get back to his children. And rather than them hear negative stuff about a woman that broke up their family, he'll just stay quiet, and everything he say will be positive and full of love and praying and putting God first and then putting his children right after it.
He ain't lying.
This is why I speak up for this dude, because I'm a former Ray Ray. This guy's way better than me. I'm striving to be like cats like this. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing a good job, but man, this dude got a bright soul, man. I done said this in another video, man. He seemed like one of them really good dudes. Let's continue.
Recent panel, you said you couldn't sleep for a year and a half or something, and that you cried for a lot of that time.
Because, you know, it's tough when it feels like you're going through something alone and no one understands, and, you know, no one's there for you. And it's just like, you know, when you're a man, especially a black man, they're like, oh, he's tough, he's strong. But you know, it was a year and a half crying myself to sleep every night. You know, nobody see that. Yeah. Nobody see that. Yeah.
How difficult was that period in life for you? Because we know as men and as black men, we're starting to get into a space where we talk about not only mental health, but emotional health. How did you find a way to get through that time while also having to still be a father, a provider, and do your job?
You know, I feel like you'll never get through that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of praying, a lot of knowing that God is real. God is actually truly real in my life. A lot of stillness, man. When you sit still a lot, you know, you can hear a lot of things for me. A lot of isolation, solitude, and just knowing, you know, if I can just put one foot in front of the other, you know, and take it a day at a time. Because I'm taking it a day at a time, still to this day.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I just take it a day at a time. You know, black men have feelings. You know, black men hurt. Black men are in like pain, and sometimes we don't have outlets to, you know, like talking to you now. No one really asked me these questions. Never, really.
And some folks don't even want us to have this space to talk to each other, to try to pull each other up, to speak life into each other, because I'm a Ray Ray. I've made some egregious mistakes in my life. Yet and still, my life is swell. I'm a homeowner. I got custody of my son back in 2013, raised until he was grown. This month, in the month of October 2024, he starts HVAC school. Why? Because he graduated from high school. I did that with no help from his mama. And this is after spending 4.5 years in prison. I got 5 felonies. I'm a fuck up. And if I can turn my life around, anybody can do it. You just got to be fed the right information, and you got to have people behind you that are pushing you to be different and better than what you were. If you go back to a situation where I'm sorry, I digress. Corey's right. Black men need spaces where we can talk, and we don't even be talking to y'all. You know, we talk to each other. It seems like we can't even have conversations amongst ourselves without other people butting in and shaming us for what we experience in our lives. We can't even have conversations amongst ourselves without outsiders butting in. And I'm even including black women, because y'all are outsiders when it comes to black male conversations. Sometimes black men need to speak to each other so we can work out things amongst ourselves. And we don't get the opportunity to do that without somebody coming in using sign language.
Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. Sign language.
Once again, Corey seemed like a solid dude. Let's continue.
So it's like sometimes we feel like we're dealing with it alone, not unless you have like a therapist or, you know, a close confidant or like friend. But it's not easy, because it feels like as a black man, you can't show vulnerability to the world, you know, because it's a form of weakness. But it should be looked at as a form of strength, you know, like men do need to cry. You know, because when it's all bottled up, you know, and inside, you know, that's when stress, things can happen. Different tensions, you gotta be able to have a outlet to release. Like I said, that's the only way that you can get to the true healing of everything. So yeah, when I was speaking in Miami, that's just how I felt at the time. You know, so to this day, I look at my kids and say, Daddy got you forever. You know, I look at my daughter, you know, when they smile at me and they know Daddy really loves them. My son knows Daddy really loves me. That's what brings me joy right now.
It's like winning.
It's not easy going through a divorce. I got tired of people thinking that everything was perfect when it wasn't.
Tia, you shouldn't have to act in your life.
Yeah, and I think I lost me. I have this beautiful house, but the one thing that I don't have is love.
Do you think you'd have time Friday night to go on a date?
Divorce is about starting over, and you have to learn how to live again.
Can you see a difference in how these two communicate? You see how Tia's whole frame is centered on her and her happiness and everything else, and Corey, his thing is centered around his family, which unfortunately doesn't really include her as much as it used to. But yeah, I had to make this one just because, like I said, I got a rep for black men, especially black men like Corey that's doing right, or Tyrese Gibson, you know what I mean? Dudes that ain't bad guys, but still catch the short end of the stick. With that said, please give me a like, please give me a sub, please give me a share. I'm going to link the source videos that I got these clips from. Please go over there, give them a like, give them a sub, and give them a share. Hey, help me get to 500, y'all. Please help. Thank you for stopping through. Doodles.